My lovely ladies at The View are back and better than ever. I missed my ladies while I was out on vacation, and I use the term ladies loosely here. The jury is still out on the actual gender of the whoopee cushion. Biologists, they have been unable to properly confirm gender. They don't know if the flatulence is male or female. Now, judging by the faces of the unmasked birthing person sitting in that audience, I am thinking the whoopee cushion farts like a man. But just when I think the yentas on The View could not be any dumber, just when I think they could not be more out of touch with normal people, they come through on a Monday morning and prove me wrong again. I don't understand how women across America watch this garbage every morning. I also don't understand why this show is called The View. There is only one political view represented on this show, and the physical view? The topic of conversation this morning on The View was focused on Dylan Mulvaney endorsing Bud Light, or, as the whoopee cushion prefers to call him, Dylan McDermott. Now, for those of you that don't know, Bud Light, they received a shitload of backlash a couple of weeks ago. They hired Dylan Mulvaney to be one of their social media influencers, essentially a brand ambassador. Now, whoever was responsible for this decision at Anheuser-Busch, they should be fired immediately. Since the commercial first launched on April 1st, Anheuser-Busch, they have lost $5 billion in market value. Normal people are boycotting the company. Now, there's been a lot of speculation as to why normal people are so disgusted with Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light. Now, I don't think I need to state the obvious here. If you haven't experienced the pleasure of seeing Dylan Mulvaney personally, go take a look for yourself. Won't take long for you to figure out why people were begging for blindness. Seriously though, there's actually a logical reason why people are pissed off about this. We are tired of having this lifestyle shoved in our face. You cannot escape it. Every time you turn on your TV, you're hearing about trans rights. If you turn on Saturday Night Live looking for comedic relief, looking for an escape, Lorne Michaels gives you some overweight, non-binary Lizzo lecturing you about transgender rights. I am so disgusted with you normal people supporting these bans on gender-affirming care. If my gay emotional support shovel wants to transition into my cisgendered hoe, I should not have to go to Home Depot for this exchange. My doctor should be able to take care of this for me. If you watch the NBA playoffs over the next few weeks, I am sure you'll see the latest Amazon commercial. Ooh, it's a good one. Fascinating marketing. It shows you this young teenage girl as she transforms into a teenage boy, all in about 30 seconds. Now, what product is Amazon promoting? What new service is Amazon promoting? Hell if I know. I have seen this commercial countless times. I have yet to figure out the fucking point. Amazon is not promoting their business. They are promoting a lifestyle. I'm actually a little bit surprised there hasn't been any backlash against Amazon. I mean, this commercial's been airing for, I don't know, at least 2 months now. Maybe it's because Amazon is targeted more to women. Bud Light is typically targeted to men. Real men. Men who are willing to speak out when a company they have supported for decades supports the bullshit. Anyway, I think the main reason Bud Light receives so much backlash is because people are tired of having the transgender lifestyle shoved in their face. It has nothing to do with Dylan Mulvaney personally. You put Leah Thomas in the same commercial, I think the backlash is just as severe. The yentas at The View, they could not disagree more with my theory. My lovely yentas, they provided a different theory this morning. The explanation was given by the beautiful son Hostin, which, by the way, I have a suggestion for her doctors. The next time she is in for a procedure, don't worry about the Botox, don't worry about the lip injections. KC knows the perfect way to keep son Hostin pretty, and it won't cost her thousands of dollars. I am giving this prognosis away for free. Actually, it's quite simple. The next time son Hostin visits the virgin surgeon, have him sew your mouth shut. According to son Hostin, the reason Bud Light is receiving backlash from normal people is because transphobia. Oh, another phobia. I don't understand why normal people are so afraid of Dan. Her name is Dylan. It doesn't matter what her name is. I combined some of the best reactions from the Yentas all into one clip for you guys. Now, I would strongly advise for you to put on your mask before we proceed. The mouth farts are definitely toxic in this segment. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here, this is the #1 daytime talk show in America. Think about it. Our country has fallen so far. This filth is the best daytime television has to offer us. Watch for yourself.
The company puts out a statement saying they didn't mean to address an issue that divided people. But I want to know, what are you so angry about? Beer does not have a, I mean, it's not a Democrat or a Republican. Yeah. It doesn't have a belief system. It's just beer.
Well, and the thing is, it's like, I think that these people that were destroying their own beer, which is also kind of dumb.
Well, thanks for the money.
Yeah, right? They also are making this out to be a this is a transphobic issue, right? We know that this country is highly transphobic.
You know, this person, this wonderful young person has 10 million TikTok followers.
Ralph? Oh, no.
And some of the people who were, you know, shooting up their beer that they bought with their own money, maybe didn't have as million.
Well, I
didn't have as many followers as the other people.
If Lorne Michaels wants to fix Saturday Night Live, just have NBC start airing segments from The View. That segment right there featured more comedy than I've seen on SNL in years. Problem is, these Yentas are serious. First of all, Son Hostin claiming this backlash is transphobic, that is absolutely ridiculous. In order to have a phobia, you gotta be afraid of something. No one is afraid of the trans. No one is afraid of Dylan Mulvaney. Anytime a member of Woke United Methodist can't defend their stance, they fall back on these ridiculous labels. Mythical racism, mythical misogyny, transphobia, homophobia, claustrophobia. This has nothing to do with fear. People are just tired of the bullshit. The whoopee cushion. The whoopee cushion claims beer is not political. Beer isn't Democrat or Republican. Beer is beer. Beer doesn't have feelings. If beer isn't political, then why is Anheuser-Busch paying Dylan Mulvaney to promote a divisive political issue? Commercials and marketing campaigns, they are supposed to be designed to entice you to buy their products. How many cans of Bud Light did Dylan Mulvaney sell? There's no need to answer. I already have the answer for you. None! Dylan Mulvaney actually caused Anheuser-Busch to lose $5 billion. What a brilliant marketing campaign. Let's pay this self-described influencer 6 figures so we can lose 10 figures. I find it interesting that the shitfucks are trying to claim this is not political. Let me ask you something. If Bud Light had a commercial featuring Donald Trump, what would their reaction be? If they had a commercial featuring Riley Gaines, what would the whoopee cushion claim? Would she claim it wasn't political? I mean, Riley Gaines is a leading anti-trans activist when it comes to sports. If she was in a Bud Light commercial, would Whoopi Goldberg claim that that wasn't political? In reaction to all the backlash they received, Bud Light, they released a pro-America commercial over the weekend. They had horses galloping through the meadow. They had all these nice little catchphrases. This is bigger than beer. This is the American spirit, where beer has the freedom to identify as queer. It was another swing and a miss for Bud Light. It was another out-of-touch failed marketing campaign. It didn't ease the anger amongst normal people, and it caused the wanker spankers to accuse Bud Light of insinuating that horses are more American than Tran Dan. You heard Son Hostin say it in that clip. Let's put the horses out there because horses are more American than trans people. I don't know if I have ever seen a company completely destroy their brand credibility faster than Bud Light. I have been saying this for years. Businesses need to stay out of woke politics. Doesn't matter the business, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, Bud Light, ESPN, all have been infected by the woke fungus, and the same end result has affected all of them. Now, the Yentas on The View claimed Bud Light was targeting the LGBT market. Those people are Americans too. They spend trillions of dollars. Yeah, that might be true, but from a pure business perspective, this is a horrible decision. Less than 1% of the country identifies as transgender. Now, someone make this make sense to me. As a business, do you want 99% of the population or less than 1%? I thought the most interesting part of that segment from The View was the whoopee cushion talking about Dylan Mulvaney's social media following. This Dylan kid, he has over 10 million followers on Rolex. Whoopi, it's TikTok, and you misgendered Dylan. They identify as they. This really shows you what these people think is important. This really shows you how out of touch they are with normal people. Whoopi Goldberg was talking about Kid Rock in that segment. I showed you guys that a couple of weeks ago, Kid Rock's response to Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light. Now, I couldn't show you the full clip because of the advertising guidelines here on YouTube, but it was the clip where he's shooting up all those cans of Bud Light. Now, in the mind of Whoopi Goldberg, Kid Rock is less influential than Dylan Mulvaney because he has fewer social media followers. Go walk down the street today and you ask people if they have ever heard of Kid Rock or Dylan Mulvaney. You tell me who's more influential. Like I told you guys before, Dylan Mulvaney is a gimmick. He or she or they are riding high right now. Dylan Mulvaney on top of the world right now. Drew Barrymore is assuming the position of fellatio, worshiping at the feet of Dylan Mulvaney. Celebrities like Paris Hilton are supporting him on social media, but here's the problem. This platform that Dylan Mulvaney has built, this platform is not sustainable. And it's not sustainable because Dylan Mulvaney doesn't have a platform based on talent. This platform was built on a gimmick that led to Dylan Mulvaney becoming the face of the latest trendy woke movement. Once a new woke boner word emerges, Dylan Mulvaney will be forgotten. Whoopi Goldberg ended the segment by telling Bud Light, "Don't let normal people scare you. Let us scare you." Trust me, Whoopi, you do scare us. My poor dog ran under the couch earlier when your face hit my computer screen. It amazes me how The View is the #1 show on daytime television. I am normally pretty good with understanding television ratings. I can explain to you why ratings were up for the start of Major League Baseball season. I understood why women's college basketball saw increased ratings for their tournament. Shows like Succession on HBO or Yellowstone on Paramount, I understand why they attract a huge audience. But I just can't understand why The View is able to draw ratings. What is so appealing about this garbage? What is so appealing about watching a group of 4 yentas in a cushion polluting the air with mouth farts? What is so appealing about listening to a group of yentas who don't know shit about fuck? There's no wisdom on this show. They're not entertaining. I am struggling to identify the value that this show provides. You tell me, 20% of my audience is women. You ladies tell me, what is so appealing about The View? Also, give me your thoughts on these lovely ladies defending Bud Light and Dylan Mulvaney. Calling you transphobic if you refuse to support Bud Light. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.